Welcome back, impulsive budgeters, and if you're new here, welcome. On this channel, we are using cash stuffing and cash envelope stuffing in order to help us curb our enthusiasm, assign a job to this money so it doesn't get blown on crazy things, and ensure that we don't go into debt but can instead make progress towards our goals. I'm really excited to share this journey with you. This is our second ever cash stuffing. So of course things won't be perfect, but we're never going to give up until we're proud. And I'm so grateful that you're here with us today. So welcome. Let's jump right on in. Whew. As a first week of YouTube, this has been a crazy, wonderful week. I definitely used up a lot of my impulsivity this week and found a lot of my creativity. So I can't wait to share that part of the journey with you guys. But first, let's get right to the business and give this a good count. Ready? 100, 200, 50, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 500, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 600, 5, 10, 15. Look what I found this week, a $2 bill. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So 621 to work with today. That is going to cash stuff our bills for this month. Not completely, because we have 3 cash stuffings this month, but we also get to save some for creating our sinking funds. So I'm pretty excited to delve into that. Let's see. I think we're going to stick these off to the side right here today. Maybe we did that last time. I can't recall what we did last time. One day I'll get one of those cute little trays that other people have. But for now, we're just going to appreciate what we have. Including this fun $2 bill. I don't know if you guys know that, but that's Jefferson on the $2 bill. You can get those. I got this one just by asking at the bank. They're extra special for me because when my kiddo was little, that was what the tooth fairy brought that's what the tooth fairy brought when teeth were lost. So I really love seeing those $2 bills. And then if you guys were here last time, if not, go back, check out the other video. I'm pretty excited. It was my first video ever, my first cash stuffing video ever. We talked about this category, this food and necessities category. And I said, for me, carrying around this much money in my wallet was just a good way to lose it all. So I only carried around this week the money that was in this category here. And that covered all of my spending. So even the side quest spending I did, it all came from here. So we have a couple of big side quests going on this week, including my child's 21st birthday on Monday. So there was some spending that happened from that. And then I decided that it was time to paint the new guest room or the new bedroom that we will use when we go to adopt from foster care. So we're super excited. So even with all those additional crazy spendings, I was able to save $9 this week. And like we said, the neat thing about not spending all of this is that it can immediately go into a goal, right? So having extra to spend on a reward can be quite rewarding. Okay, so let's get right to it. And then I think that one gets stuffed third. So we're gonna put it right back in because that's how it works for us. Okay, so I did add some goals for the month on the top of there. That's gonna help us kind of know, but I'm really looking forward to even changing these out because like I said, once we got started, my ADHD crazy hyper creativity has been kicking in, but my time did not magically triple. So I have not made new ones yet, but I have big ideas. I just need to find that time and hope that I can hold on to those ideas before I find, or long enough to find the time. So that is one of the big challenges. And why ADHD people can often be very impulsive is because we know that we have to act on those hyperfixations, and we have to act on that creativity sometimes in the moment. Otherwise we lose it. We don't get to keep it forever. So, all right, so in our mortgage this week, let's see how much we already had. We know we need to get to 6. We have one more stuffing after that. We already had 2, and then I'm going to use our 200s to make it an even 4. So that'll get us 2/3 of the way there. So next time, if we can add another 200, we will be set, and that will be done. And that's really important because I like having a place to live. All right. Student loan debt is the very next one. This $240, that's our minimum payment. So our long-term goal is going to be to pay that off this year. And I'm super excited. That's where all my creativity is gone this week. We'll talk more about it in its own separate video. But this is the minimum. So I absolutely have to pay this. It's not optional. We'll have real problems. So the previous was just, we had 60, and this time we're going to put in 80, which I believe we're going to use a 50, a 20, and a 10 to make it a solid 80. Yes, let me turn the money around for easier counting. All right, so that gives us 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 140. So now we just have 100 to go. I know it's kind of nerve-wracking though, the first two things, and we already have $300 that we have to get in the next paycheck. It's okay, it's okay. We're gonna make it, we're gonna make it. All right, and our food and necessities, that one is always gonna be $100. So yeah, now we're up to $400 for the next paycheck. Yay, but we're gonna get there. So, and it is empty because you just saw me empty it. So it gets 3 20s, 2 10s, and 4 5s because those are easily usable values. So $100 going in there, and let's see how much we can have left when we get back. So 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. See how much we can keep throughout the week. Super excited. But it's nice to have money that's discretionary, that I can use it for wherever I want it, because that helps me keep that little bit of impulsivity that helps me feel like I'm not being trapped by my budget, but I'm actually being freed up by my budget. Because at the end of the day, when we're done stuffing, I can pull this out and I know that this is money that's genuinely free and clear for these things, food, necessities, you know, and the fun things too. I could use this to buy birthday presents for my kid, which I did this week. So that's a really important one for helping us feel like we're not being restricted. All right, auto fuel. Last week we put in 100. I did take that in and turn that in for a good old-fashioned fuel card. So all that money is located on a gift card to the gas station that I use so that I can pay at the pump and I don't have to go in and risk impulsive spending. So that one's pretty exciting. I'm glad we were able to fill that last time, which means we don't have to put that money in this time. The next one is our internet and phone. And I was able to get a hold of my provider, so hopefully next month it won't be quite this much. So we did find a place where we could save some money, assuming that they really do the things that they said they're gonna do. So last time we were here, we were able to stuff 70, and this time we are going to stuff 30 to make it an even 100, and that will leave us just the 40 left to do next time. So on that 30, I think we're going to use a 20 and a 10 because whenever I can, I like to use the biggest denominations. And I'm going to count that one pretty quickly. We're going to go 10, 60, 80, 100. So, or excuse me, 50, 60, 80, 100. Super easy to count. The next one up is our auto insurance. We do currently have that being taken out of the account every month. This does include more than one driver and more than one car, so it's okay. But I am looking forward to getting that a savings account maybe in our sinking funds so that we could be ready when this period is over to maybe switch to the 6-month payments, because if I can have that 6 months available, you can save money by not paying every month. So that's a goal to work for. So definitely something to keep in mind. So last week we stuffed 30, and this week we're going to stuff 35. I thought it would be fun to go ahead and catch that 5 so that we don't have to worry about it next time. So let's see, 30 is a 20 and a 10, and then that 5 to catch us up to that 5. All right, so 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. So we'll need 30 next time. So yay! But it's nice. it's nice to know that the money's going to be there. I'm going to have to say, it's really hard to plan it in advance like this. It takes time and confidence, and it's not something I always have when I'm being impulsive, but it's worth the try, right? It's worth the effort. All right, our next one is going to be life insurance. It needs 80. Let's see how much we have. We put in 20, and I thought this time we're going to get that one really close by just tossing in a 50. So that'll get us to 70, which means next time we're only going to need $10, and that will get us all the way there. All right, so, and again, that life insurance, it's not a huge policy, but it does make sure that if something does happen to myself or my child, we'll be able to take care of those funeral expenses. And it's really important. It's part of the whole budgeting thing. You have to take care of those things so you don't leave people in a bad spot. The rest of them are fun ones. So yay! I love fun things. Audible. Let's see, what did I listen to this week? I don't think I really listened to anything extra new this week. I really didn't. I grabbed some old favorites. One of my favorite books is Everything from Pern from Anne McCaffrey, but I really like The Dragon's Song, which is the second book in the Harper Hall trilogy, and that one really makes me happy, and I've just loved it for forever. And on audiobook, I can listen to it a million times, so it's not abnormal for me to hear that one several times. All right, so far we have 7 in there, and today we are going to add 9, and this is where I'm going to use that $2 bill. So there's 5, 6, 7, and then 8 and 9. And one of the fun things about $2 bills is because they're so rarely circulated, they are often crisp and new. So those are fun to work with too. Okay, and give that a real quick count. So 5, 10, 7, or 5, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, so close. 9 more to go. 9 more to go. All right, and then the health one, I did have to pull money from this one. Remember last time I said that my prescription was going to come up this time, so I did want to make sure that we got it, which is why this time it needs 7 to make sure we're able to cover the next prescription. So $7 are going in this time. Yay! All right, and then the Netflix and family. Did watch a movie this week. We did jump on, I think it's called Ron's Gone Wrong, about the little bee-bot. It was cute, you know. It wasn't crazy, but it was nice. I liked it. So I did actually sit and watch a family movie. We have 5 in there for that Netflix. We got to get up to 20 so we can have Netflix and popcorn. And so today we are going to add 10 solid. All right, and that gets us right up to 15. So close. So this definitely covers the whole bill, and then from here out the rest of it is all about the fun, adding that popcorn or the treat to go with our movie. And then that means everything else that's left is going into that Somewhere Over the Rainbow account, and this is going to be where we start stuffing later in the week. Now I might have to take this money to the bank and get some smaller bills. I tried to plan ahead, but I really wasn't, but we'll see. So this time we're going to add 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. And let's see what we're going to add it. So last time we were able to stuff 50, and then we were able to save the 9. So that means that we have 59. So when we add it all together, we should have 159. But no worries, that's going to turn into fun. So we're going to make sure we count that this time. Organization. It's not my best skill. Very typical for people with ADHD. All right, let's give it a count. 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 120 or 130, 135, 140, 145, 150, 155, 156, 157, 158, 159. So perfect. See, I really just practiced that so I could practice counting with the 50s. All right. So this was really exciting. Hopefully I was able to trim down some of our time today. That's what one of my friends said to do, is make it a little bit shorter. We'll see how that goes. But mostly, I'm just excited to get to the next video because I've had some creative brainstorming this month and I really can't wait to share it with you. So that is our second cash stuffing of the month. It was all bills, but we did put in the savings money that what will become our sinking fund. We just haven't assigned it yet, but we know that it's there, so we know we have another video coming. Thank you for joining me on my journey. If you guys enjoyed this content, please be sure to like and subscribe. The more you do that, the better I'll feel. Okay, no, the more you do that, just the more I appreciate it. I really do, guys. It's nice to know that I'm not doing this alone. It really helps me stay accountable and keeps my impulses down. So I really appreciate your time today. Please let me know if you have any ideas for some sinking fund sections that are really important to you. I feel like birthdays is going to be one of them, and maybe even home improvements. So definitely 2 places I found this week that I needed a sinking fund, because it would have been a lot more fun to not pull that money from my discretionary funds. But if I'd had a separate fund where I'd been saving, then I could have said, hey, that money comes from here, and 1, I would have had more to use, and then 2, I would have had more to play with this week. So I'm really looking forward to doing that video and catching you guys at the next one. Thanks, and have a great day. Hey, impulsive budgeters, guess what? I made a mistake. I was going through the edit and I realized I miscounted one of our envelopes. So you're gonna have to go back and give it a C. Give the video a C and let me know in the comments below if you could figure out which one it was. Was it the mortgage, the student loan, the foods envelope, the fuel envelope? It wasn't the fuel envelope. The internet, the auto insurance, the life insurance, Audible, health and fitness, Netflix, the rainbow? Which one of these doesn't have the right number? You'll have to let me know. Until then, I'll see you next time.